become a better guitar player. And today I'm going to show you how to play Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith. This is a great intermediate guitar player song. It's a good rock and roll song with some blues type riffs in it. There's about 4 different little parts to it. Once you learn them individually, I think as an intermediate guitar player, you could play this song beginning to end in a week or 2. So let's get started with the lesson. So in the very beginning of the song opens up with a bass going. So in that opening, Joe Perry is playing, he's not using a wah pedal, he's using an old-fashioned voice box. I think they call them squawk boxes, with a tube you put in your mouth. They were kind of popular in the 1970s. Peter Frampton used one, Joe Perry used one. But it starts out with an open A string that comes in with the volume. Does something like that. So when I play this in my band, I kind of fake that part with my wah pedal. So I'll show you how I do it, and I'll show you how I also fake the bass part. If you can't get that to sound right, or you don't have a wah pedal, you can do that. So here's what I get out of that. I hit an open A string, and I turn my volume up. From that is, for me, I hit the second fret of the D, and I go. So I go second and fourth. Then I pull off. And I do an A again. I just kind of go. In that part, I lay my finger across the second fret. And I go from making like an A bar to an E or a D chord. Does that a couple of times, and then there's I go between the second and the third fret on the B string. And that's when the drum starts, and the backup singing, where they start singing the chorus. So it does that, and then when it gets into the to the opening chord progression, this is going to be predominant throughout the whole song. It's basically going to be an A chord. The first time they play it, they start out on an A chord. You're gonna bar on the second fret from the D string down. Third fret on the A string, pull off. Third fret on the E string, and an open A chord again. And from there, it goes a D chord to an A chord. Simple D chord it's going to be. Second fret on the G, second fret on the B string, and the third fret on the second fret on the E string, and third fret on the B. Okay. That's throughout most of the song. D, A, D, A, This is the next part. You're going to go on your A string. You're going to pull off from the 5th to the 3rd fret. And then you're going to land on the 5th fret of the E string. Then on the E string, you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. It does it 4 times. On the 4th time around, it doesn't go all the way up to the 5th fret. It goes. And it goes back into the original progression. So I'll play that for you from beginning to end. Second time around, it does this 8 times. And on the 8th time around, once you get to that note, it goes back to the original opening. What I'm getting out of this, I think what I can hear when I listen to my headphones is one of the guitar players is actually playing behind the bass and playing this part here. And the way I play that is, I go back to my original A chord here, where I'm just kind of barring from the D string down. Open down. Fifth fret on the A, 4th fret on the A. You're just gonna pull both of those off. And it's very quiet, so rather than turn down my guitar while I'm playing with other people, I'll just mute it with my right hand and play it as quietly as I can, because I don't want it to overshadow the bass. That's really where the bass stands out, and that's what makes it such a neat song. And after that, it goes back into the original verse riff, chord progression, but once again, after that, it doesn't hit the D chord again. So it goes. just like the first half. There's two halves to the song. The first half and the second half are exactly alike. You're going to do this 8 times at the end. With the exception is on the 8th time around. On the 8th time around, you're going to land on this first note here. This is the 2nd fret of the E string. Then there's a drum. Let me show you how I play that, okay? There's a little drum roll, and then it goes into this. It's an E chord. For that, just going to play it like a power chord in a rock and roll song. You're going to bar the 2nd fret down. You're going to lay your finger on the A string, and you're going to hit this open E string. Give it a nice thud. Go down to a D bar chord. You're going to bar on the A string down on the 5th fret. Lay this finger across these 3 strings. You're going to go from D up to this E chord, which is the 7th and the 9th, okay? And as I'm doing this, I'm moving back up here so I can land on this E chord again. In that part, there's also a guitar solo. It's in the key of E. I'm not going to show that because I've never seen Joe Perry play it the same twice. It's a really nice guitar solo. It's got a lot of wah. It's in key of E, minor pentatonic scale mostly. But like I said, I've never seen Joe Perry play that solo the same twice. So I don't like transcribing solos, especially blues solos. But that's the chord progressions for this song. Once you learn those progressions, it's basically you play the same thing twice, and then there's the outro. So it's a very doable song by intermediate. It's a fun song to play. I encourage you to play it along with a YouTube video of it, and play it beginning to end, and you'll be glad you did. All right. So if you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel. It's completely free and it helps us out a lot, and we can continue to bring you videos like this. So thank you and have a great day.